Seems to be working. Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at the tablets that I got from Huion. It's 4 tablets that they sent me for making drivers for. They're also paying for my work, so hopefully we get good drivers sometime soon. After this, I'm going to look at the pull request that's been submitted 25 days ago by Andrzej Zabolotny, and also including work from Bjorn Paetzel. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'll see how we can integrate it, and maybe we'll work on a bit on getting it through and redoing it the way I like it. Unfortunately, the chat is not working today. There is some problem with capturing from Broadcasting Studio. Probably some things have changed in Xorg. I'm using DIGImend testing, so it can break sometimes. Anyway, so let's see. I've got 4 tablets, all in very nice packaging. This is the first one, H430p. I'm sorry, I'm not set up for real unboxing, so I'll just open each of them and show them to you quickly so you don't get bored. Let me grab my knife. So this is the smallest of them all. Let's see. Very nicely packaged. Not the way it was when I started on this tablet. Thank you for choosing Huion. That's nice. Instead of the disk, they put this little cardboard card saying download the drivers. Otherwise, the packaging looks very nice. Here, plastic holder. Oh, tablet. It's in a bag. Very nice, very small. There's the micro USB connection here. Here. 4 buttons. The drawing area is just this area below, like widescreen, and it's actually, I think it's these parts on the sides don't work, only this dotted thing works. Very nice looking and pleasant to hold. So put it back in the bag quickly. This is what was below the tablet, also nicely packaged. USB cable, this angled connector like vacuums use. Oh, nice pen that is quite slim. I don't know if it's, oh, it's battery free, right? It was said on the box that it's battery free. That's very nice of them. Pen tips and extraction tool, and quick start guide booklet. Chinese, French, English, how to replace pens, tips, what's in the box, where to download the drivers, German already, very short, very nice. Okay, that's it for this one. Okay, let's put it back. We won't do this this much. I expect the rest of them are similar. in the packaging department, and just want to stuff it back in for now. And the lid. Very nice. So next one is H640p. Also very nice box. Looks like finished design with this deer on the front, and this one was opened before being sent to me. But the contents is about the same. This stuff, tables in the front, put in backwards. This time the pen looks better. There is a stand. Oops. There's a stand and there's a pen. Pen has a rubber grip. I don't know if you can see it. Button is about the same. Pen feels nicer. The tips are black. I don't see replacement tips here. I don't know if they're included. Doesn't seem to be. That's strange. Ah, they're probably hiding in the stand. Yep. So there's the stand. You open the stand. Here are the tips. I don't see the extraction tool here. I wonder. Ah, okay, that says here how to extract the pins. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Okay, anyway, nicely done. This one all back in. Tablet comes out. Also nice looking, no dots, only 4 on the background, only 4 dots on the corners here, indicating the drawing area. 6 buttons, very nice, very slim. Oh, what's that? Some sort of a lock switch. Is it what? Yeah, there is the little lock switch. I wonder. Anyway, micro USB connection. I wonder if it has batteries. I shouldn't. It's not wireless. Anyway, so lock switch. I don't know. What is it for? Maybe there is something in the manual. Just a moment. So number 4, press key lock. Supposedly that's for turning off the keys. Yeah, not much here. Yeah, we'll check it out when we work on it. Okay, putting this one back in. And let me check. We're going fine. Oh, nice touch. Soft stuff here. I don't know how it's in English, but in Russian it's called porolon. Next one, H950p. So these model numbers most likely indicating the size in inches. So this one should be 9 inches by 5 inches, which is pretty big. So this one is still packaged, and I have to cut this. Let's see. So again, far along here, cards. By the way, I forgot to put those. Same stuff, very nice tablet inside in a bag. Actually, some cutouts to help me get it out. Again, stand. It's happened again. Stand, pen, cable. Cable is the same between all of them. So won't be taking that out. Let's take the table out. Okay, well, the same as the previous one. I think there are 2 more buttons, and the buttons have this tactile dimples. I don't know if you can see them. This is a stupid camera. No, it can't focus. Come on. Useless. Anyway, so looks about the same as the previous one. Everything's the same. 2 more buttons, I think, and same dots indicating the area where you can draw. Switch on the side to lock the buttons. Turned off by default. Very nice. Very slim and pleasant to touch and hold. Okay. And that's going to be the last one in a moment. Once I put this one back in. This is very wide table compared to what I held before. Okay, cards go back in. Cover. And done. Okay, last tablet. This is 1060p. Is that right? 1060, new 1060 plus. So these are all new models, the ones with which we had problems before. The picture is not so nice on the box, but it shows the tablet. So this tablet has 12 buttons, which is very nice for us because we had problems with more than 8 buttons before, and now we can finally fix them. Okay, let's see. This is different. Black insides, black porcelain. There's only one discard. Thank you for choosing us. And this is how it looks when you open the box. Hope the tablet doesn't fall out. So the insides are black. Tablet looks a little bit different, and it's not so easy to take the tablet out. So I can open the box beside it. There is the stand which fell apart apparently in transport, but I can lock it back in. This one has a pin extraction tool, and in the previous stands the pin extraction tool wasn't built into the stand, so we can lock this down. This is okay. The pen is this battery free? Judging by the way this is the pen. And let's get it out. Oh no, is it rechargeable? Please take off the pen cap before using. Alright. This looks like a rechargeable pen, not battery free. Yeah, it doesn't say battery free. That's interesting. Pen is nice, like soft rubbery texture here on the end. Buttons are different from the other pens. They're equal in looks and the feel. The previous pens had slightly different buttons for the top and the bottom one, but I suppose this is, yeah, this is a rechargeable pen, and I think that the cap here is that the battery is not discharged completely. There is the charging cable, and this looks exactly like what I had, well, very close to what I had with UG tablets. So let's put the pen on charging for now, so we can use it. I suspect that the pens are compatible. Okay, let me see. Charging cable, it just uses like a thin stick. Is it lighting up when charging? No, this is the old one. Yeah, there is a little LED inside the, you can see it. It's charging. Okay, goes in there. Don't need the stand. And here's the USB cable again angled, which is very nice. Okay, let's get the tablet out. Yeah, there's a bit bigger booklet. This one has a cloth part here. Maybe you can use that to hold the pen. It's very heavy. Why is it so heavy? Oh, it has an SD card here, does it? Something like that is here. I wonder if it's an SD card. Yep. So SD card supposedly with the drivers. Get it back in. Okay, back in. Why is it so heavy? Well, I expect that's mostly some dummy weight inside to help it stay on the table. It'd be interesting to open it. So otherwise 12 buttons, big area, quite nice. Okay, I know now why the stand was disassembled, because it wouldn't fit into the box otherwise, and actually it's a nice touch since the users would be immediately aware that there is something inside. That there are pen tips, because I wasn't aware for some of the tablets I got. I didn't even know they came with the pen tips. Okay, so I'm putting away the extra stuff. This, we don't need this. That goes here. The lid goes here. And we are going to start with this big tablet. Huion new 1060 Plus, because there were many requests and it's easier to do the more complicated tablet first, so that the rest will be just like simpler than this one. I don't know, I can't fit it into space I left for my tablets. Hold on, I'm going to it doesn't sound so bad. I'm going to move this a little bit. My laptop wouldn't be too happy with this. Okay, so this is supposed to be on the left. Where's the connector? Aha, this is even worse than I thought. I have to move my scope here a little bit. Okay, now it fits. Let's switch to this. So the tablet here. Let me see if I can adjust the camera somewhat so you could see it. Should see my camera arrangement here. Okay. This should be about okay. Okay, hope this is okay. So this is the table, buttons, the thin, most important part you could see. Doesn't help much. I turn this on. Oh, this is the worst. So okay. Okay, let's see. Let's connect the tablet. right, this way. So they are trying to make the tablets usable with left and right hand equally, but the problem with this angled connector that goes towards you if you're left-handed, it's not too bad, and then you can use the some other cable if you really want to. Okay, let's just for now let's just connect this hole. Just connect this to my laptop. And let's check out what we can see. And we are reusing product IDs again. So lots of stuff. Maybe this is a firmware version or something. Okay, so there are, oh my, there are two parameter blocks, and the first one is showing complete nonsense, but it is still retrievable. So supposedly this is 10 inches by 6 inches, and it claims that the resolution is 5080. So let's check. Yeah, this is 10 inches, obviously. Then this should be 6 1/4. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but there is a problem with the default reports. I suppose they're going to be capped at 32K by default. And let's see. Yeah, these are all buttons. These are already enabled. By the way, I didn't notice what was it talking about regarding the keys, the buttons. Let's take the pen. Let's check the UG pen. Yeah, works fine. This is the UG pen, and goes all the way. The camera can't even catch the right side. Should be good enough for us. This works. Tip detected. Buttons detected. Put it back on charging. Let's take the original pen and works the same. Tip, second button, third button, it's fine. Pressure. Okay, that would be interesting to see which pressure it goes to. So this one is 1FFF, so 8K. Put it back on charging. I expect the G pen will go as far. Yeah. Okay, there is some sort of issue. Oh my god. So when I have this pressed all the way and press the second button, this one, pressure disappears. And the third button the same. That's interesting. There's no need actually to do that in the hardware. Okay. Let's see this pen. I expect it will be the same, absolutely the same. Yeah, because this is not how pen operates. Pen doesn't care about that. It's purely the firmware's idea how this should be done. Okay, so let's leave it to charging. We are not going to jump into this tablet right away, because we already have some code uploaded that that is known to make it work. So we're going to instead this time going to walk through this pull request. I haven't seen the code itself much since it was split into separate commits as I asked. So I'll go through this and we'll see what we can do about it. When you move the pen quicker. Oh my god. So Andrei was saying in the previous pull request that some tablets had problems. So 1060 Plus had a problem. All kinds of problems with reports. Would be good to verify it. Proximity events. So there he says there is a problem with proximity out events, and he had to add a timer and everything to catch those so that proximity out is generated. So I'll have to verify that. I hope he meant 1060 Gammon M 1006K table. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we won't need this. Okay, so indeed, there doesn't seem to be any proximity. It's really weird because I thought that was solved a long time ago. Really. And Andrei said that even the Windows driver has this problem. I found it hard to believe. I will have to go and check what the Windows driver does. Oh, did it die? Something died. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Okay, we connected here. Ah, so this is a problem with the driver, perhaps. Oh, sample rate. This is regarding interrupts. Now it's that doesn't want to respond or anything. Let's connect based on model. Oh. Okay, so we'll have to blacklist the driver if you want to take a look at this. I hope the table didn't die. If I only remembered how to blacklist. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, gone. Let's plug it in. None. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's the default mode. Default mode has no proximity either. Yep, and the button is not released, as he says. That's really poor performance. I hope the other tablets don't show that. That's really bad. And I don't see any indication of how I can detect the proximity. So I wonder if I can... Yeah, thanks to the high resolution of this tablet, we might indeed be able to detect proximity out event by checking if there were any recent packets around, because I'm trying to hold the pen very still. And apparently maybe due to some electromagnetic interference on something, it just keeps reporting coordinates. So if I just rest the pen on the surface, I will if I put it down. Okay, well that can be counted as proximity event. Okay, yeah, it has to be somewhat vertical. What if I just lean it onto, yeah, like this? So it's leaning on my oscilloscope next to the tablet. Now it fell. Okay, let's lean it again. Oh, come on. Okay, let me find something to put beside it. Something plastic or glass. Oh, yeah, this will do. Okay. Now, the reports are not changing at all, but the tablet is still sending them. Perhaps that's how they try to fix the proximity issue. So yeah, something is changing sometimes. But they keep sending the reports no matter what. As long as the pen is in proximity, that's fine. Okay, that's the default mode. Let's check the enabled mode. And probe. To 9. Okay. Now it should be enabled. Let's decode this. Okay. Oh, this reports it fine. And I have the sources of the driver that Huion was working on, and they have a description of the fields. So they send me that when they send me the tablets. I think it's the same driver that some people received from them as well. But we'll take a look at that and see if we can get the number of buttons to fix the problem with 12 with tablets that have more than 8 buttons. For now, we're just trying to figure out how the proximity works. So supposedly we have enabled the tablet now, and should be able to see some other events. Okay. Yeah. So button is not out, proximity is not out, so they don't generate proximity out event. Why? I don't know. This is too bad. Let's put the pen at rest in the enabled mode. Yeah, it's still high resolution and electromagnetic interference, or the problems with their analog to digital converters. They just introduce some noise. So this resolution thingy is not really that useful anyway, but at least it keeps the reports going for us. It's the coordinates don't change, the pressure changes. Why do we have so many numbers here? It's much longer. Okay. I think that the 8K of resolution in the pressure range is kind of ridiculous, but I'm not an artist. I don't know. Okay. Let's go and see. I would really like to make this tablet report proximity events properly. Wow, what was that? That was probably, I probably hit the button on the way out. Yeah, it's no proximity at all. No proximity. How could that be? Okay, let me get that driver out from my mail. So, okay. Okay, so there's a description of what is being sent. For Windows without driver. Okay. So how did it look? Oh. No, yeah. No. It's fine. So the first is bit interface after the table gets okay, and the second is number 200 string descriptor is used to switch USB interface. Let's see, is that so? Where is the table of string descriptors we request? They are saying that we send them, but we don't actually. We send the request for report descriptor. There should be a list. Where is it? Probe. Yeah, there it is. So C8. There it is, number C8. Let's do the probe again. C8 and code. So yeah, this is what they're talking about. So when we request this string descriptor, this switches the interface 19 bytes. Okay, let's start dumping. Let's start dumping. So they're saying 19 bytes. Let's see, 4, 8. That's not quite 19 bytes. 4, 8, 12 bytes. Wonder what they meant. 2 to 4, is that some Chinese convention? It's 2 to 4. Okay, so they are not counting. Oh, 0 is, yeah, the left. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2 to 4, that's right, including the report ID. 2 to 4, 5 to 7, 5, 2, 3, 4, right. What? Yeah, okay. No. It is not. It's not 2 to 4. Ah, that's the parameters block. Okay. 19 bytes. That's about the parameters. I'm sorry. So let's check with the decoding. Let's copy this so we have something. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So the first bytes of that is let's see 8. 0, 1, 2. Yep. So these 3 bytes, X, and this Y. That checks out. C60. Yeah. So X range, Y range, pressure level 5, 6, 7, 8. Pressure level, that's exactly what we saw. Okay, the pen coordinate and pressure will be sent from the first interface. Is that all? They don't describe in anything else? They're not describing resolution here, not describing the buttons, etc. Okay, perhaps we need to ask them. So this is about the reports from the first interface that only has 12 bytes and the report ID is 8. Yeah, 12 bytes is what we counted. Report ID is 8. Byte 0 represents report ID, byte 1 represents pen and hotkey status. As they're using this same nonsense approach to reporting the buttons on the frame. Okay, pen hover. So, yeah, that's what I see. I suppose that they just always use the detected proximity by detecting the whether the reports are sent or not, and didn't care about the bit, and that just got broken in some firmware and nobody noticed. Except us. Okay. Yes, if no hotkey event happened, that's too bad. A low, middle. Pen. So, oh my god, this is completely out of his standard. So they have high order bits reported on byte 8 and 9, although they are not used by anything because the resolution is not big enough. Byte 10, byte 11 reserved. Right, oh, so that was 100. So deprecated way was using the report descriptor 100. Okay. Pressure will sense. They are trying to preserve compatibility with the previous drivers. That's why they stuffed those bytes into somewhere else, the high order bits. Sent from the first interface data length is 8 and the report ID is 7. 0 presents report ID and then hotkey stuff. Pen touched. That's what we saw before. Ah, that's the string descriptor. Okay. And there is even no, no description of how many buttons can there be. I wonder if we should create another driver instead. This is a bit too different. I have another way of enabling the tablet, parsing the parameters, another way of detecting proximity. Perhaps it's better not to put it into the user logic driver. Oh, the only problem is that yeah, we have the same product ID. It's nice. Okay, the rest of the driver, GPL license. I have the email of the module author, so he's not the author of the firmware, so he won't be able to help us with that. Oh, that's UTF 16 or just Unicode or something like that. Oh, they're trying to protect against somebody with a different vendor name. And they implement a separate IOCTL for controlling the calibration. Oh, pardon. I wonder how they handle the proximity here. They have hard-coded key combinations, keystrokes for the buttons. Control-C, Control-V, backspace, enter, yeah. Okay, there we are parsing the input data. Oh, they actually parsing that. Maybe we should do that too. Oh, this is really getting out of the area of HIT protocol. Not compatible at all. You cannot, the problem is that you cannot represent this kind of fragmented coordinate data using a HIT report descriptor. And really, if people follow the HIT standard, however it is, it would have been possible to make those work without the, without all the need for these drivers and without the need for backward compatibility. Just, create a new report descriptor. No need to make a driver. Talk to the operating system developer, Microsoft, and tell them about their needs, and they would just extend the generic driver. No, this is the problem, is that there are too many, I guess, different devices, and they just can't do it. They don't want to do it. The idea was, the goal was great, but the in practice they didn't manage to achieve that kind of interoperability. What's this? Ah, that's parsing the old standard of report descriptor. Okay. Okay. So if the settings for region for calibration are incorrect, we simply don't scale. So this is scaling. Oh, if they're incorrect, we don't get any reports at all. Okay. And we simply always send. We have the pen. Do we have anything else? Nope. There is no proximity reported to the user space. That's not the way to do it. I think that we can probably do it in a single driver. Might need to have a bit saying that proximity doesn't work, just detect it. Here they don't even attempt to detect proximity, and that's what breaks many applications. Or rather the driver breaks libinput driver, I think. If a dev driver used to work without proximity. Nowadays it doesn't. Oh, they also use for space indentation and sometimes forget that they have to use tabs. Okay. Spool plate. Bug printouts. Right, and then we. Wow. It's going hardcore. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's done? So 202 is vendor name. CA. Yeah. Vendor name. Okay. And so if it's not our company name, so they check if it's not the specific company name, then it's the old way to initialize it, and we request the string descriptor with ID 100. Okay, what? And we also always scale the reported coordinates to 64K. Do we? Apparently yes. So we're sending interrupt request. This stuff is completely ignoring all the stuff that was done in the kernel for input devices. No, not completely, but I mean like just going with the boilerplate code and everything. Interface data, typos and everything. Otherwise this code like looks like kernel code. It's just with not much awareness of the input subsystem. And there are spaces again. Let's Connect, suspend resume, no handling of suspend resume. Guess it worked, or maybe they just manage. Oh? I wonder if we have this ID somewhere. No. Oh, what's that? Control by. My God. Aha. 99 string report descriptor. 101 string report descriptor. 3122. I wonder what those would do. Okay. Creating the devices and reporting. Ah, they are not scaling. What's that? Yeah, no, we read that. I thought it's constant. They kind of go to the trouble of scaling the coordinates, but then they just tell the user space that their range from the coordinates is 64K always, both ways. That kind of doesn't work, I think, very well. Okay, so there's not much information here regarding parsing the data, only about the history about this report descriptors. So what they say here is an ugly hack. Check the company name available in report descriptor 202, and if it is exactly let me see, Huion Animation Technology Company Limited, all small letters, then it is the new type of tablet. Otherwise, it's the old one. I don't know how well they're going to stick to this. Don't really know. Because it looks like a hack here. Even though their driver is using this method of detecting the new type of tablet, doesn't mean that the hardware guys there intended it to be that way. There might be some miscommunication. Okay. So let me check again. Compare company name. Yeah. So if we manage to get that report descriptor, string descriptor, sorry, and the contents match the vendor name, then we go with the new parameter block. If not, go with the old one. Okay. Okay. That was enough for this tablet. It's really bad that they don't care about the proximity event. I'd be interested to see how the other tablets work and how much we need this, but this is a big table. I expect many people will want to get it, and I expect we'll have to handle it. So we can actually, these are all ugly hacks. We can actually try to report this proximity event and oh, this is so ugly. Okay, let's see what Andre and Bjorn did. Oh no. Okay, so this is still not well organized. This says added support for DIGImend 106K table, but this actually adds lots of stuff that is just groundwork for this. Usually what you do is you separate the groundwork, cut it into pieces if necessary, add the stuff, then add the specific tablet that you need to support. So you can see, so this is adding the template and everything, and somewhere among all this heap there is a little tweak which actually adds support for that table. Most of it is just work to add support for high resolution tablets for the new Huion way of doing things. I think I will try to explain to Huion that they shouldn't reuse product IDs and they should report proximity, and they should provide a way of detecting the new table as a reliable one, and I don't know if they will listen. Okay, where is the actual enabling the tablet stuff? Okay. Placeholders. Probe tablet iris. So if that didn't work, I want to see. So there is no specific actual, what's that? Okay, okay. No stuff specific to DIGImend at all. So this shouldn't be this subject. Then there shouldn't be dot on the end. It should say just add. And in front there should be UCLogic column and space. But this is something that we can start working with. Okay, let's see the other one. explicit buffer length that is logical label table. This is again a mixed up. So you don't mix changes into one commit. This is two changes at least. So you add explicit buffer length and you do some reliability changes. And the good indicator is if you need to put a comma or an and in your description, that means you should have at least one more commit. So this is reliability changes and size of report descriptor and okay. And this stuff didn't need to be here. Okay, so this line is too long. Okay, let's see. Huh? Oh. I don't think we should do that. This is a nice thing, but that's not the job of a hit driver. Table. Probe model. Huh. Wonder what they did see that with what. How did that happen? Okay, right, this is 12 buttons. As again, spacing changes in the same commit, and the subject line is still on. Okay, okay. Is that all? Aha, so that's a report descriptor for more buttons. Padding. Button. Constant. So buttons from 1 to C. And stop being used. Aha. So separate report descriptor. This one is not trying to emulate a pen, and I don't know how well that works with backend driver. Okay. Resolution descriptor properly. It's too much information in the subject line. Okay, well that's the nice thing that they separated the proximity handling. Well, you don't put this also. Do this and also that. You need to properly separate commit. Oh, separate file. That's interesting. I don't think I really needed to do that, because we are allocating device data here. At least that was my impression. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Ooh. That's actually a nice job. It's a bit too many levels here, but report the zero pressure now. So input report, so can we do that? I don't know. So we do an input report. Where is the init? Well, that depends on the report rate. But 250 milliseconds, that's rather long, yes. We can make it shorter. The box says (233 PPS). So it reports the events 133 times per second. Let's assume that. Okay, let's say 200. So 5 milliseconds. So we can say 50 milliseconds and be fine. Question is how much we load the machine by waking up so much. I think that what we need to do is okay, let's read the initialization init. Wait more. So we just sleep? Oh no, don't think that's a good idea. This will just on stopping it will just wait for the worker to finish, like right in the thread that is trying to remove the driver. Okay. Okay. Okay, this browser is really not the best place to look at this. Let's check it out. This is the old one. Okay. It's really nice that Andre put this into a separate module. Okay. Is that all? Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, and that is from branch master. Andrew seems to be interested in this stuff. Perhaps we needed to go with a proper review so that I get better commits from him later. But let's do it this way for now. So his pull request is a bit behind. It's a bit behind, but there are no conflicts with that. Okay, so what we going to do? Going to see his commits. Here. Right. First question. I have 650 lines here. Already, and we are going to add some more code still. Can we manage that? This is our probe function. This is one thing that I wanted to know. Should really be bothering with the interfaces so much. I'm sorry, I'm talking about all kinds of stuff which is not connecting to what I'm doing very much. I'll try to explain. So probably should not get distracted. This stuff here, so we're checking which interface number it is, and then if the interface number matches, then we probe the table. But probing the table doesn't work on an interface, does it? My rusty knowledge of USB is betraying me. Let me see, USB control and point, what is it? The default pipe is apparently, I'm not sure, I'm just wondering if each interface has endpoint 0, right? If each interface has endpoint 0, then that's fine. Okay, let's leave it at that. One more. So this has probe but not remove. Here we are allocating the data. Right. We're allocating the data using the device module. That means that we are allocating the memory, attaching that memory to the device context, and when the device is freed, everything else is freed. So we are fkmalloc here for the buffer, but we have freed at the end of the function. So using device model, and if this is KZL, I can free that. Here using device memory. Memory. And freeing that. I think that we are fine with allocation. Okay. Let's see what Andrew and Bjorn were doing there. So the first thing is that they're trying to do is they're trying to handle a different report string descriptor, requesting it and parsing it. My suggestion was to do it a little bit differently. The logic is as follows. Mapping. Okay. I have probe, tablet, so that calls is logic enable tablet. What else? Oh no, that's no, not from here. So first we have use a logic probe. Create the data here, then we can call logic probe tablet and use logic probe buttons. I wish I had more time for this. Probe tablet, probe tablet, tablet, probe buttons, tablet. So basically all we do. Enable buttons, probe tablet, enable tablet. Okay, there's some logic in that. So probe tablet calls enable tablet. What else? Enable tablet sends the report descriptor string descriptor request. And puts them into the buffer. Parse parameters. Fill template. Okay, then probe buttons calls enable buttons, and then is it a separate interface? Oh no, oh. Oh my god, right. So we take the report descriptor and we reallocate it. And desk. This is kind of ugly. Let's see this. So we go and append this part to the, oh my god, to the report descriptor that we are substituting. Append button description to our disk. And replace it. Enable buttons, and that is string 7b. Check if it's correct. Right. So also hdev. Okay. Now right. Okay, this is what we have so far. Now we have this logic probe here. Then we have high res. If not high res, then tablet. And that is only done for, oh wow, it should be done for all those tablets. No, just for this one. It won't hurt probably, but it is confusing, perhaps. Okay, we finished scanning. Pardon. So, probe tablet, probe buttons again, and to do it this way. This is just the way I sometimes use to figure out the structure of the functions and everything. So, to try to, oh, there is this now. Sorry, but I think this is not something that we should do. 79. But let's we'll need to inspect this more closely. It is something nice, but not, maybe we can do something like that, but not necessarily this way. I think we should not be adding this case for, you know, vendor IDs here, because there is already the vendor ID database that should handle that. We shouldn't duplicate it here. That's, I think, the main point. What this doing here is, I'm not sure. 79. Oh, that's not important. This thing can be added anytime, and it's not important for our current investigation. Okay, so we have probe table at high res here. And we get hdef template there template length. And after that we call this logic enable table with hdef. That's not parameter, that's a, yeah, okay, stir desk, that's the descriptor ID. Stir desk ID so that is allocated by that thing. It's the expected length. That's not actually buffer, that's a pointer to buffer, so we buff stir desk len, and then we go parse parameters fill template. Allocate our desk. So what is happening here? Parameters. And parameters are the same. Okay. Okay, enable table. Okay. So enable tablet is about the same. So it has hdef star desk ID buff. It's not rdesk ID, it's not a report descriptor. And master desk len. Then we do the speak control message that stir desk ID length. I get that. Okay, stir desk length. Oh, we didn't have that before, did we? Yeah, we did. That was for resuming, right? Okay. So we just feel that I suspect it's the same thing. Yeah, we need to get this out. Okay. So what we did here is we were passing pbuff and we were allocating okay, then we did this. Okay, line equals. So we used this, calculated it here. Yeah, basically hdef len of okay, coming back here. Okay, I have about 10 minutes left. And yeah, let's pbuff. Okay, so def then don't do anything much here. Just say buff equals buff. Okay. Fill placeholders is didn't have that function here. It's called from prop table and table IRS. Okay, okay, this. Now we need to find rogue table here. Okay, logic pro table right here. So again, hdef template. Okay, template. Same thing. I expect the same thing again. But this I'll fix that later. parse parameters. Again, that's different parameters. Allocate report descriptor, copy the template and fill the placeholders. And here it is. Okay, now what I think is best to do here is that we move. I'm actually proposing to do something. Yeah, okay. So we move retrieving and parsing the parameters to a function. So we have a function, we would have a function which would two functions. One function gets the parameters from the tablet and parses them into the parameter array. And another one doing the same thing but with a different string descriptor ID and a different format. So we get a function get device parameters. It's just nonsense name, parameters, and it gives us parameter array, and then we so 1 or 2. So I do this or this, and then we allocate desk fill template. So this way, allocating the descriptor and filling the template will be always the same, not copy it around. Also, the thing with the buttons is troublesome. I don't like that there's like all this initialization branches off into all these functions. So what I would like to see is that we have a top level probe function, and it maps the vendor ID, product ID, and essentially we need to, on one hand we have all the tablet information about the tablet, like vendor ID, product ID, interface number, then which parameter string descriptors are available, if we need to vendor name from that string descriptor, and we need to get out a working enabled, tabled, and report descriptor. So through all this initialization, we drill down into what exact table it is, what exact quirks it has, and what retrieving the parameters to find out exactly how to initialize it and how to deal with the reports later. So all this initialization is, we need to somehow make it more manageable. I guess I need to think about this alone without the recording. Alright, I think that's enough for today. So I will try to find some time during the week to integrate this pull request further, and perhaps on the weekend. But so far what Andrea has submitted is making it too complicated for my liking and too much code, and I feel it's growing out of hand. I think there needs to be a refactoring and an attempt to organize the initialization, because it's a bit too much, and I don't like this, having this probe tablet IRS and probe tablet. Separate functions, so there should be something like, so I have single probe, and under it we can decide is the we can actually just, to simplify it, we can actually just, so there's a separation between the tablet specifics that we cannot probe and the ones that we can probe. We should probe as much as possible, so it's detecting as much as possible automatically, and keep the manual stuff, this mapping between the vendor IDs, product IDs, interface numbers, etc. This hairy stuff on top. So we can have logic pro tablet and under it we can have I don't like this probe and enable. It's confusing. Probe tablet parameters, so that it would, oh, what's a nice name, that it would return us the array, and here we will that work? Yeah, and inside probe tablet params we would get probe tablet params all and new, something like that. Think about something better. So it always returns as param array, and this returns param array. If not new, then old array, and then we fill for descriptor template. I think that we should have buttons included, or actually I don't think we should append to report descriptor. It's ugly and it's bug prone. So we should have a single place which generates the report descriptor. We should probably call enable buttons also from here. Wrong. So this goes here. Tablet params in the wait, yeah, params. We're using the parameter array only because it makes it easier to substitute the parameters into the template. And make report descriptor. Like pro whatever params, like the I don't know. So handling proximity. I think I should be going soon, but if specific tablets start proximity handling, if I can see this proximal.c. Nice file name. Okay, so we reschedule at the end of the worker. Sleep. And row event. We call that from, yeah, we do, to reset the timer. That's nice architecture. I like it. That we like kind of separated it, and if we don't have it enabled, we just don't do anything. That's kind of neat. Why? Oh, so, oh, just the first report after an activity. Okay. Okay, so we are resetting the timeout here. At the end of worker, at the end of init one. That's it. At the end of worker, we reschedule the timeout. I want to go to that function. Okay. Queue, global work queue of the delay. Aha, okay. And can I reschedule it? That would be nice if I could just keep rescheduling it and rescheduling and putting it off and off and off until. What is that absolute? Ah, that is relative. Okay, I'll need to read this properly. Okay, that's enough for today. I'm sorry I didn't manage to do much. There was lots of thinking required, and it's not much done, but I think I have the basic idea. I'll have to think about it. This needs time and consideration to do right. I'll need to find some time. I hope this week, but I have some changes at work which I need to work on a lot, and it's hard to find time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and send me messages and emails, and if you'd like to see more work like this, support me on Patreon. There is the this way, there is the Patreon link here. You can see. That's all. Bye bye.